Namaskar. Myself Dr. Deepti Bisht, Professor, Department of Kaya Chikitsa, Faculty of Ayurveda Sciences, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University, Jaipur. Today's session for class BMS 4th year, I'm going to discuss about National AIDS Control Program. So let's start the topic. National AIDS Control Program, NACP, was launched in 1992 and is being implemented as a comprehensive program for prevention and control of HIV or AIDS in India. Over time, the focus has shifted from raising awareness to behavior change, from a national response to a more decentralized response, and to increasing involvement of NGOs and network of patients of HIV. Now, India's AIDS control program is globally acclaimed as a success story. In 1992, government launched its first National AIDS Control Program, NACP. Then, NACP Phase 1 was implemented with an objective of slowing down the spread of HIV infections so as to reduce morbidity, mortality, and impact of AIDS in the country. National AIDS Control Board was constituted and an autonomous national AIDS control organization was set up to implement the project. The first phase focused on awareness generation, setting up of surveillance system for monitoring HIV epidemic, measures to ensure access to safe blood and preventive services for high-risk group population. Then in the next phase or second phase of NACP, in November 1999, it was launched with World Bank credit support. Two key objectives of second phase were to reduce the spread of HIV infections in India, and second, to increase India's capacity to respond to HIV or AIDS on a long-term basis. Key policy initiatives included adoption of National AIDS Prevention and Control Policy in 2002, scale up of targeted interventions for high-risk groups in high prevalence states, then adoption of National Blood Policy, a strategy for greater involvement of people with HIV/AIDS, also known as GIPA, launch of National Adolescent Education Program (NAEP), introduction of counseling and testing. Then other points were launch of National Antiretroviral Treatment (ART) program, formation of an inter-ministerial group for mainstreaming and setting up of the National Council on AIDS, and setting up of state AIDS control societies in all states. Now the third phase of NACP was launched in July 2007 with the goal of halting and reversing the epidemic by the end of project period. Prevention and care, support and treatment, CST, these were the two key pillars of AIDS control efforts in India in second phase. Strategic information management and institutional strengthening activities provide the required technical, managerial, and administrative support for implementing the core activities under phase 3 at national, state, and district level. Now the fourth phase of NACP, there were many points. The first one is intensifying and consolidating prevention services with a focus on HRG, high risk group, and vulnerable populations. Under this point, scaling up coverage among HRG was done. For this, the provision of behavior change interventions to increase safe practices, testing and counseling, and adherence to treatment and demand for other services was done. The promotion and provision of condoms to high-risk groups to promote their use in each sexual encounter. Provisions or referral for STI services, including counseling at service provision centers, to increase compliance of patients with treatment, risk reduction counseling with focus on partner referral and management. Then needle and syringe exchange, as well as scaling up of opioid substitution therapy provision was also included under this point. Another point was scaling up of interventions among other vulnerable populations. So, for this, risk assessment and size estimation of migrant population groups and truckers at transit points and at workplaces. These things were done. Then behavior change communication for creating awareness about risk and vulnerability, prevention methods, availability and location of services, increase safe behavior and demand for services as well as reduce stigma. These are the interventions which were done in vulnerable population groups. Then again, there was promotion and provisioning of condoms through different channels, including social marketing. Next point, development of linkages with local institutions, both public and NGO owned, for testing, counseling, and STI treatment services. Creation of peer support groups and safe spaces for migrants at destinations, and establishment of need-based and gender-sensitive services for partners of injectable drug users, strengthening networks of vulnerable populations with enhanced linkages to service centers and risk reduction interventions, specifically condom use, etc. So these all education parameters were provided under the phase 4 extensive specifications. Then again, under phase 4, the next important point was expanding IEC services for general population and then for high risk groups with a focus on behavior change and demand generation. Behavior change communication strategies for HRGs, vulnerable groups and hard to reach population. This was also done. Then increasing awareness among general population, particularly women and youth. Then after the educative aspect, the third important point under the strategies of phase 4 NCAP was comprehensive care, support and treatment. And it includes antiretroviral treatment, including the second line, then management of opportunistic infections, and then facilitating social protection through linkages with concerned departments and ministries. The program will explore avenues of public-private partnerships, and the program will enhance activities to reduce stigma and discrimination at all levels, particularly at healthcare settings. Now, the next strategy, strengthening institutional capacities. For this, program planning and management responsibilities will be strengthened at state and district level to ensure high quality, timely and effective implementation of field level activities and desired programmatic outcomes. This will involve phase integration of the HIV services with a routine public sector health delivery system, streamlining the supply chain mechanisms and quality control mechanisms, and building capacities of government and non-government institutions and networks. Then the fifth one is SIMS, Strategic Information Management System. Under this, the rollout of SIMS is ongoing and will be firmly established at all levels to support evidence-based planning, program monitoring, and measuring of programmatic impact. The surveillance system will be further strengthened with focus on tracking the epidemic, incidence analysis, identifying pockets of infection, and estimating the burden of infection. Research priorities will also be customized to the emerging needs of the program. Now this phase 4 will also document, manage and disseminate evidence and effective utilization of programmatic and research data. The relevant, measurable and verifiable indicators will be identified and used appropriately. So these 5 strategic informations are extensively used and the system is undergoing under these strategies nowadays under the phase 4 NCAP. So this was all information regarding National AIDS Control Program. Next series we will going to take some another national program. Take care. Have a nice day.